right, welcome back to the Earthquake KnivesFAST channel. I don't know what was happening there. KnivesFAST, if you don't subscribe to the channel, please consider checking it out and doing so and hitting that notification bell. Say hello to Ren and Stimpy and Powder Toast Man and Login TV, and let's get started with this weedy bitty baby Barlow. This comes by way of our friends at Urban EDC Supply. It comes with this really cool pouch, and in the box that says Baby Barlow, black micarta, black G10 inlay, M390, and black stonewashed blade. So this is dropping. I'm gonna try to get this review posted on, let's see, the 22nd. And so at 3 p.m. Eastern today, these guys are dropping on Urban EDC Supply. Now, two things you need to know. When they go, they're going to go quick. And if you're interested, you should, mark it 3 p.m. Eastern on that day. The second thing is there is a link down in the description. Please consider using that link. I get credit for it. And then you don't get a discount, unfortunately, but I get a little kickback, and then I use that towards the channel, towards buying knives to review, give away, so on and so forth. And so please consider doing that. Now look at this little bitty guy. Now, there are two things about this knife that are not typical KC KnivesFAST things. Number one, you have a top or front flipper. Number two, this guy is small. But I really am digging this knife, and I will tell you why. Now, this is a Justin Lundquist design, and it is produced by Riot in China for Urban EDC Supply. Look at that micarta, and it is really grippy. Now, up here, you've got a G10 inlay, and it is very grippy because you got those lines. Very cool. The pivot sticks proud just a little bit, but the materials are just gorgeous. You do... guys, this thing is insane. This is just barely over, I'm just doing this for now, barely over an ounce, like 1.09 or something. Major milling inside the micarta to reduce weight. You have a chamfering here for access to the lock bar. And that lock bar, guys, I wish I could show this really well. It's up here now. Right down there, come on, focus. Yeah, the lock bar only takes up probably, it's a strip about like that. There are no liners except that little bit of a lock bar that is inset into that micarta right there. Very, very cool design. Now, this is the sheep's foot. They had was it a clip point before? In this, you do have a fuller, but you can't really use that for deployment, but it looks cool. And this guy has a great tip and a great blade. Now, this is black stonewash. There's no markings on the blade at all, except the stonewash, of course. And I did something fun a few minutes ago. I was cutting cards and paper and stuff to, are you going to... Yeah, I just decided to try, Kevin cuts shipping labels. I cut out a KF for KnivesFAST. And I did that really easily. See, the lightness of that knife and the way it fits in my hand allowed me so well. I'm going to put that right here because it's just funny. Let's back this up, put it right here. And so, yeah, that was a lot of fun. And it cuts paper and it cuts this cardstock like it's not even there. It just really well, both in a regular cut like this and in that tip cut. Very, very nice. I love that upswept sheep's foot. Love where I can get my finger out here to the tip. I can get my thumb way out here. I can be like this. So here's the thing, guys. This is just over a 3-finger knife for me. Just barely. There's nowhere to choke up. But I don't mind it. And if you wanted to put a lanyard on it, you could. Now, I've already said in my unboxing, and this is a really nice pocket clip. I believe it's a titanium clip. I like the way it's shaped. I would probably just take it off. It is not, it is pretty deep carry. There's a tiny bit sticking out of your pocket. It is not left friendly on this one. You do feel it ever so slightly, but not enough to be anywhere close to a hot spot. Really cool. Now, as far as specs, again, it's just over an ounce. And let's just do this. So this guy is 5 inches overall, a just over a 2-inch cutting edge there, and about 2 1/8 as far as the whole blade, and the handle is just under 3 inches. I would call that 2 7/8. Was I even showing that on camera? I guess I was way down here. I'm sorry. There you go. You can see, well, there you go. Well, I said it was 5 inches, and it's just under 5 inches. There you go. All right. So really, really cool little knife. And again, these are going to be dropping, you're seeing this on Wednesday, and they're going to be dropping on Wednesday. So if you're seeing this on the day it drops, which is the 22nd of June, these are dropping at 3 p.m. Eastern today. If you see this after that, sorry, they're probably gone. Now, as far as size comparisons, this first one's going to be kind of funny. So this is my Rat 2, and as you can see, the Rat 2 is enormous compared to this. It's not even as big. It's the same size as the handle of the Rat 1, Rat 1. I said Rat 2. That was the Rat 1. This is the Rat 2, which is normally heard of, talked about as a small EDC. And you can see this guy is significantly smaller. And there's the Rat 2 again. The Rat 1 again. I did it again. But yeah, just as you can see, it is a tiny little knife. Now, let's talk about some of the ins and outs here. Now, number one, no blade play, no lock rock. It is locked up solid. This lock bar is locked up at about a 15, and it moves so easily. As you can see, it is very easy to get in there with your thumb and move it. Not a problem whatsoever. And again, it locks up well. It is not moving around. Now, is it centered? Of course. Well, let's see. Yep, it's centered. For a second there, it looked like it was off to the clip side, but it is not. Now, here is the important part. Okay, so there are two ways that I see to deploy this knife. Number one is what everybody calls the reach around. Now, this is a tiny knife, so it's a little hard for me to get a grip. So I'm going to try this. The way I found to do it is to kind of go down and go like that. Okay, you can see I can do it. I just kind of have to, I'm doing a lot of pressure with my thumb and then my fingers down low. And see, now I can't do it. It is just, I think it's me, guys. I do have arthritis in my fingers, and that's not an excuse. It's just not the easiest way for me to open a knife. It does have great jimping and, comes out well once you get a hold of it. You really have to grab it. So, believe it or not, the way I prefer to open this knife is front flip. And you guys see, I can do that very easily. Not a problem whatsoever. And if you got better fingers than me, I bet you'll have no problem. And by the way, it's a shake shutter. As far as the action, it is not. Oh, come on. Get your big old clunky hands out of the way. Okay, there you go. It is definitely not it drops to your thumb, but you're shaking it shut. But that's great. It's not a problem whatsoever. Is riding on bearings and really good. Now, again, let me just try this again because there you go. See, I can do it. I just have to, basically, you know what you have to do? You have to relax. And I don't do that well. I'm trying real hard to push everything, but you can see it is doable. But it's, and you can even roll it and then just flick it like that, whatever you want to do. But it's pretty cool. And you like my little artwork down here? I did some art and so, a knife that made me do art. So there you go. Again, these are dropping. Oh, I didn't mention price, and that's because I'm not completely entirely sure. Now, when they drop them, the prices will be there. I believe I heard, by the way, there's several different versions. There's, I think there's a JG10. There's this micarta. There might be a different micarta, and I think there's a titanium. Now, I think the titanium, from what I'm hearing, is going to be around $250, and I assume this will be a little less, but I'm not sure. So please just wait for the drop, and if I hear what the pricing is, I'll put it in the description for sure. So there you go. The Urban EDC Supply, Justin Lundquist, you know, baby Barlow. So, and baby is the right name. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments. Give me a thumbs up, and thank you so much for all your support. Thanks to Matt over at Urban EDC Supply for sending this one, and thank you guys for watching the Knives Fast channel.